Hello, beautiful, blessed people. It's been a while. It's been a while. This is not the video that I wanted to do. This is kind of just an update as to where I've been, what I've been doing. And I had spent some time answering questions, comments, and just reflecting on how the questions that have been asked and were impacting. So, like, for example, when I did the vlog about the teddy bears, I did a vlog just in case this is your first time watching my videos. So my name is Deborah, and this is my channel. My first time watching, welcome. So basically, I did a video a little bit back, just when retailers are just starting to put out Valentine's stuff, and I was just addressing how I don't celebrate Valentine's Day or Christmas. And this is not because I didn't love the idea of it and I didn't have fun doing it. This is because God revealed to me what they mean, what they stand for, what they're about. There's a lot of things I stopped doing because God revealed to me the foundation of what they are. It doesn't mean that I'm sad about the fact that I don't participate in them anymore, because some of these things were fun to do. Christmas is fun. Valentine's Day was fun. But that being said, I have to live by the word. Like, too much is given, much is required. So I have to live by the word, and the word says not to participate in pagan practices. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't do nice, kind things for people on a daily basis when I have a chance to. Like, I don't think we should need a day to celebrate or to show how we love somebody. And our love for someone shouldn't be about what we give them. It should be more about, how patient we are, how kind we are. I think that every day should be a day to celebrate ourselves and to appreciate ourselves and to appreciate the people around us. It shouldn't be a specific day. Someone had made a comment about how negative I seem to be in that video. And maybe it's just a troll. It could be someone who knows me, who knows. But then I thought about it. I said a lot of us as Christians always convey what we shouldn't be doing. And I remember this when I first became a believer. This is before I was born again. This is when I was just coming to know really what born again means and who God was and all that other stuff. I remember thinking, like, now that I'm a believer, what can I do? I didn't know what I could do. I mean, there's so much things I was doing before. I was engaged in everything, and then I felt like I was walking on eggshells. I didn't know what I should do. I didn't want to upset God, and I don't think God is like that. I think He's a loving God. I do believe, though, there's certain things we don't do because for our own benefit. I think that Christmas and Valentine's Day and other holidays like that are set up. I think a lot of people end up being disappointed. A lot of people end up doing things because of the occasions, and then after they regret it. Like, for example, Christmas, people buy a lot of stuff and they charge it, and then after the feeling's gone and the euphoria is gone. It's like, then they're like, okay, so how do I pay this off? Or people, I mean, I'm telling you, I go to secondhand stores all the time. I find tons of stuff after Valentine's or before and after Christmas that people didn't need or didn't want, or were trading up because they knew they're getting a brand new one when there was nothing wrong with the old one. So anyway, so I've decided I'm going to make it a point to focus on what we can do, what kind of things we can do. I think every day should be an opportunity to do something positive for the people around us. The teddy bears. I had part of the comment that was made was based on the teddy bears I said that I no longer have, that I had given them away. Now, when I do stuff like give stuff away or stop practicing something, it's because God revealed to me the reasons, like something about them. Now, teddy bears, I didn't just have one bear. Like, I had like a whole army of bears. Can't explain it. A lot of people are in this frame of mind where they feel they need to have a certain thing or they need to have a lot of something. And God has really been dealing with me on idolatry, covetousness. So idolatry is like needing to have something, like, you know, you're focused on it. It's almost like worshiping. And you can make a god out of anything. You can make a god out of things. You can make a god out of people. And also too, then covetousness, seeing someone with something and then wanting it for yourself. Like, if you don't have it, that means you're not meant to have it. Like, if you are meant to have something, God will provide it for you. God gives us all we need, right? So we're not gonna always have an abundance. We go through periods of plenty, and then sometimes we go through periods where God restructures our lives and we have to start from scratch. It happens to a lot of people. That brings me to my third thing. I've been kind of working on dealing with soul ties. Basically, I created a lot of soul ties, not being able to, having skewed boundaries for myself. There's a point in our life where we no longer can blame how we were raised on who we allow in and out of our lives. There's a point where we don't have a say. That our guardian or our parents are the ones that kind of like let people in and out of our lives, and based on that, a lot of times people are abused. People get into situations that they're hurt. But then it comes to a certain point in our lives where we can make decisions. But when you are wounded and you haven't come to a realization of what the truth is, a lot of times we allow people into our lives that hurt us, and we develop soul ties with people because people who are unkind, or people who don't have good intentions towards people in general, narcissists, are tactful how they with who they pick to befriend and how they befriend. So people. I basically have been making it a point to keep myself to myself, watching how people flex, how they move around me and around other people, what people's true intentions are. It's interesting when you take the time to kind of watch and see how people behave, and then see how I behave or we behave in relations to how people are. You know, how forgiving can we be? How, if we're meant to walk like our Savior, you know, I have to catch myself sometimes. I'm thinking negatively towards people based on the things that they say and the things that they do. So I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately, and I've been establishing a lot of boundaries, which people have not liked. Like, there have been people in my life, even people who are family, blood to me, who I've had to set boundaries with because their influence was not guiding me in a way that I know that God wants me to go. Like, I've been healing from the negative soul ties that I established throughout the course of my life. Still answering some questions, but keeping very quiet. Okay, so let me get into the nitty-gritty. During Christmas, although I don't celebrate it, I was very, very thin during Christmas, and I thought that, you know, I always prayed about losing weight and keeping weight off, and so God gave me a tool to do that, and it worked wonderfully. To the point where a lot of the things that I thought that would be were kind of not a thorn or a curse, but I found that the curves that I had growing up were kind of like drew the wrong attention. So I thought that, you know, if I was like model thin, that it would be better for me. But what I found is that it doesn't change how people react to you, how men are with you. But what did happen was I got sad. I missed my curves. I missed the curves that I naturally had. And I felt no matter what I ate, I couldn't gain any weight. So during the Christmas break, I broke all the rules that I had established for myself in relation to how I'm supposed to eat, knowing fully well that the stuff that I've been saying not to eat are not good for us. And then part of the reason why I did that is because the things I was learning about the food and the stuff in the air and how it impacts us, period. Like, fasting is the only way to completely heal our bodies. Like, you can't run from it. So I got kind of careless, and so I'll tell you some of the things that were a weakness for me. Turtles, the chocolate, pecan and caramel, I love them. So when I go out to go, get a couple things here and there, the toiletries or whatever I might need, I'd get myself turtles. Basically, I was eating like sweet sugar, chocolate, what else? Fried stuff, coffee with sugar and cream. And so needless to say, I was happy about gaining some weight back. But I gained weight where I wanted to. So like the curves I really wanted to have back, like this certain areas of your body that, for a female that are feminine, I gained that weight back there, but I also put on a little bit of weight in places I did not want to gain weight. Basically what I'm saying is that I have this vision in my mind how I would like my body to look. And I believe that if we eat healthy and we exercise, it can be that way, and age has nothing to do with it. I've proven that over the course of many years. And that being said, I'm right now in the process of eating a little differently. Again, I don't know if... Oh, also too, I ate meat. I ate quite a bit of meat in relations to, in comparison to what I had been doing before. I had been eating no meat. So I had not been as disciplined as I wanted to be. And I'm not even too sure right now whether or not I'm supposed to not be eating meat at all. Scripturally speaking, there's a few concepts or thinking about behind meat. God said that everything is it's good to eat. But he did sometimes request that certain people in the Bible not do certain things or do certain things. So I know I was called to do that 40-day fast. I did that. And I know I was called to eat all vegetables and fruit, so vegan at some point. I see the benefits of it. I know there's certain foods that we eat that my body doesn't, vegetables and fruit that my body does not agree with. So I'm still trying to figure out, based on the scripture that I've been reading, because I know there's a part in the Bible that talks about how there's going to be a time where people are going to be ridiculous and say that we should abstain from certain foods. And this vegan movement has become a commercialized Hollywood thing, which is concerning because Hollywood is very much anti-God. And I'm not saying that people who in Hollywood don't believe in God. I'm saying that the practices contradict what God says we should do. Divorce, fornication. There's a lot of things that's being promoted. Homosexuality, all that kind of stuff. Is being promoted in Hollywood, and God's not about those things. So when they start talking about like I'm vegan and all these Hollywood stars are saying they're vegan, then I start to question, so I started looking in the Word, and so yeah. There are people who are successfully living lives and not eating meat, and I understand why people do not eat meat. I understand it, I get it, I know how they treat the animals. The vegetables and fruits that we have here where it's been cold, in this season you're not getting the best vegetables and fruits. So I've been eating a lot of stuff, and what I discovered about myself is I love caramel, I love chocolate, and I love caramel chocolate mixed with nuts, pecans, peanuts, so I know we don't need all the food that we eat, we consume. And so Today is the 8th of February. So I'm giving myself 10 days of like a detox. And I'm expecting my body to be very angry during this detox. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So in relations to, I had asked people to kind of comment and say what they'd love us to work on together, like in regards to what's out there that we want to kind of dig into, what's true, what's not true. I haven't had anyone kind of say anything they want to work on. I have people still asking questions about their fast. People are embarking on fasts. People are completing 30-day, 40-day fasts. I'm so excited for everybody. That being said though, based on my personal experience, we need to, if you're going to do a 40-day fast or 30-day fast, just know, unless you've dealt with emotional stuff, a 40-day fast can change your life forever. And it will always, you'll never be the same after a 40-day fast. That's like a big deal. But I have some emotional stuff that I had to deal with that I'm still working on. I'm still dealing with. I'm still a work in progress. I'm by no means perfect. And I thank God for his grace. Like, he's really been kind of working on me, showing me who I am and what my flaws are. So I had mentioned I never really got much of what I liked when I was dating or in the, if you want to call it quote unquote relationships, and the kind of cake that I would have liked. I had people mention or comment that they thought I would like a what's it called, red velvet. Good guess, but no. And I know how to make red velvet cake. I love it, but no, it's not red velvet. It's not carrot cake, which would be yummy. And someone said strawberry shortcake. Someone said cheesecake. Those are all cakes I love. And those are cakes that are unique. They kind of fit in the same category as the cake I'm going to mention. So the cake that I was saying that I would have loved to have had for my birthday is called a caramel crunch cake. And that kind of goes along the lines of the stuff I've been munching on since Christmas. So I love caramel and I love nuts. I'm not too sure what, I think it's walnuts. I'm not too sure what nuts are in this cake. But it's like a layer, it's fluffy and it's got a crunchiness to it, but it's light and it's on. I don't know if any of you have ever had a caramel crunch cake, but it's so good. But anyway, no more talk about food because I'm definitely going to change my diet. I'm giving myself, like I said, 10 days of detox. And while I do that 10-day detox, I'm going to actually be working on my midsection, trying to keep the curves I have while keeping my stomach, my midsection small. The issue with the soul ties, that it will be my next video because that is a very serious thing. There's a reason why I wish that someone had told me about soul ties years ago, because I used to always feel guilty about not dating. You do not want to develop a soul tie with someone who may eventually try and hurt you, because soul ties are hard to break. Soul ties are very hard to break. I had developed friendships and relationships with people who maybe subconsciously, I don't know, saw me as a target. Saw me as being vulnerable and naive and someone they could use. I will be doing, my next video will be about what I've learned about soul ties, why I do not date, and dating in the way that we generally think of dating. I'm just gonna let you know how that will now look if I was going to go on a date, quote unquote, what that would look like. Like, you know, what things I would not do now and things that I would do now that God's been really working on me in relations to that. I never had a father to sit down with me and tell me yes, no, don't do this, don't do that. And so I made a lot of decisions. We can even make decisions in life based on what we are told or taught by our parent. We can make decisions ignoring those things that our parents or our guardians tell us and just going out there learning through trial and error, or we would never had those conversations with our guardian or parent and had to learn through trial and error. I'm the third. I never had conversations with my parents about what not or what to do in those situations. I was kind of just like protected and kept in the home, and all of a sudden told that I need to go out there and deal with life. And so life ate me up. I used to always say I don't play games, but you know what, there's tons of people out there playing games, so you're either gonna be wise about the rules of the game or get played. So yeah, soul ties is the next thing I'm going to be discussing. So I just wanted to touch base and see how you all are doing, and I hope that you all are doing well. Oh, one other thing, my hair. I took the braids out. My hair grew quite a bit. You can see the hairlines are very, very full, thick. There's no gel. Only thing that's in my hair right now is like a mixture of shea butter, coconut oil, and almond oil. It's the same stuff I put on my skin. I just put it in my hair. So I just conditioned it and stuff. So it's the growth has been great. I had a few breakouts here, you can see. Even since I was healing, I had more. Probably because I was drinking milk, and I know that the milk that we drink isn't good for us because it has pus. It has a pus factor. Jeez. Everything I know about, it's almost like I'm a glutton for punishment. Like I just had to go through it again to kind of reestablish, yeah, this is why I didn't drink milk, and this is why I didn't eat sugar. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Someone had mentioned something about sleep paralysis. I will talk about that. I do believe that those two, soul ties and sleep paralysis are closely connected. So I hope you all are doing well. I missed you all. And yeah, I'm back on track. I had a moment to kind of just reflect and figure out where I'm at. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. Like, subscribe, comment, continue to dialogue in the comments. And for those of you who have completed 30-day, 40-day fast, congratulations. And just know the journey isn't over. It's not simple. I have a lot to pray about right now, so this little detox I'm doing is actually good. It's coming at a good time. I have a lot to pray about and a lot to be thankful for. So anyway, I'll talk to you again. Be blessed.